Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to Breakfast with Bridgett. The time now is 7:30 on this Monday, February 26, 2024. We hope you had a great weekend and that you're keeping warm this morning. I know I had to use the little space heater in the bathroom. Meteorologist Candace Campos is here, and the good news is this is sort of what we call a coat dragging day, Candace. Good morning.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be chilly this morning, and then it's going to continue to warm up nicely. I mean, I know there's a lot of people who just love when the weather is warmer. They live in Florida because they like the warm weather. And it's been chilly for the last couple of days and the last couple of weeks. So we're going to be rebounding our temperatures pretty quickly as we head into this afternoon, and even as we head into the rest of the week. We're going to get back into those 80s, a nice little stretch of 80s for folks who, again, are warm weather lovers out there. So let's take it to the map, show you what's going on. Here are your weather headlines, what you need to know. Again, the springtime warm-up begins today. Today technically will be the coldest day of the week. We'll still be in the upper 70s. There's nothing cold about our day this afternoon, but then we will continue to climb into the 80s, staying dry, staying sunny. And then we're watching a cold front that will start moving into central Florida by your weekend. Looking at our temperatures right now, we're still in the 30s in Ocala, the Villages, but still in the mid to upper 40s up and down our coastline. The warm spot, though, right now is in downtown Orlando, sitting at 50 degrees. So as we take you here throughout the next few hours, we're going to be rebounding nicely. We're back into the upper 70s, light breeze, wall-to-wall sunshine. But Bridgett, when you start talking about tons of sunshine, warm weather, and no rain, pollen numbers are still going to be high. So if you have the opportunity to wash your car, I know it's one of those days where you like to leave the windows open for a little bit. Just do be aware the pollen is it's not good right now. The temperatures later on tonight will be down into the 50s, but we still have tons of dry air in place. So because of that, rain chances are not going to be a real factor. But then I want to kind of widen out the view. See that big old H? That's a big ridge of high pressure. That's our fair weather friend. It tends to bring dry, stable air. So when you think of a high, you think sunny weather, hot weather. And that's going to stay in control throughout the rest of the week. It's called big ridge. And that's really going to stop systems from coming in and bringing with it some cooler changes. So with that being said, we're going to be staying in the upper 70s to low 80s throughout the rest of the week. And then a cold front comes through on Thursday. It will be coming through with very little change in the forecast, as you can see there. But then it starts to develop an area of low pressure as it's to our south, and all that moisture will start creeping back into central Florida today and Sunday. As of now, this doesn't look like a washout of a weekend by any means, but we still are watching for that potential of seeing a few scattered showers here and there come Saturday and Sunday. So it won't be a bone dry weekend like we just dealt with, but bringing back a little bit in the way of rain. So don't forget to run the sprinklers, water your lawns, water your plants, because Mother Nature is really not going to be helping out in that category this week. But Bridgett, not bad. I know a lot of people really enjoy when the weather starts warming up, kind of that springtime feel in Central Florida. It doesn't last very long. We'll go from winter to summer pretty quick, but we'll take those low 80s while we can.
Oh, yes. And, the mornings, the evenings are nice for those who still enjoy just a little bit of a chill in the air. I had a nice walk last night with just a light jacket, and that was perfect,
It was, it's perfect. It's going to start feeling a little more on the humid side by Wednesday and Thursday, but nothing compared to the mugginess of the summer months just yet. So, and we're starting to get a little more sunshine, a little more daylight towards, later on in the evening, and kind of squeeze out another walk or a run with the kids or something like that.
Yeah, I do a loop with them, and then I do a loop by myself.
That, my friend, is what we call self-care. Right? You get a little bit of time to yourself, but you also exhaust the kids. It's a win-win situation.
Like, bring the scooters. Let's go. And then they get ahead of me, and then I try to get back ahead of them. And then I drop them off.
Do you end up schlepping all that stuff back with you?
No, I make sure I turn around with enough gas to make it back.
That's where you've schlepped some scooters and bikes in your time.
Yes, or when the power wheel dies before you can make it back.
No, that's so wrong. That's so bad.
Oh yeah, that's rough. How about you guys?
We're good. We over the weekend we went to a solar bear game.
Oh yes, how was it?
if you ask my oldest, the only thing she can say was, "I got on the jumbotron 4 times."
Oh,
So
yes.
but they're little dancing machines. The Solar Bears won 3-1, so we had a lot of goals to celebrate and dance. They saw shades. We celebrated a veteran there, and we were there with a bunch of new six family were there
Yeah.
too. So we were there. So Leslie got to see a bunch of people she gets to see when she comes visit. So it was just fun. Now they want Solar Bear memorabilia from head to toe. So somehow, some way, I got out of the Kia Center without buying more stuff. But I have a feeling we'll be back. It was so much fun, though.
It
Have you been?
always is. It always is. I have been to Solar Bears, and I don't follow a lot of sports just, day to day, but take me to any live sporting event, and it's just so much
It's
fun,
so
so
fun.
much great energy. I love it.
Yeah, we had enough popcorn to choke a horse, but
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's
And I
it's
hope you
true. We
had a
had
big
so much.
soda to go with
We had
that.
so much. All right, am I breaking up? Okay, I'll see you later. Bye
Okay. All
bye.
right. Bye. All right. All right. We want to check in with Trooper Steve. He is back. We want to welcome him back this morning. And I see, you're in the Weather Center right now. How are you doing? It's good to have you back.
Good, good. I'm good to be back. No, I was trying to log in to my computer, but one of the programs was asking for me for a username and password that I don't know. So I've
Uh
got to
oh.
call our nifty engineer Tyler because he's like the bearer of all my passwords all the time.
Oh,
So,
man.
but we've got all the systems here, and we can still run everything else. I just can't get into the Mac system in the
Okay.
truck at the moment. But outside of that, everything is running good. We're looking pretty good on a Monday here in Central Florida. That earlier crash, we can do traffic on DOT cam, really slowed kind of westbound I-4 down in Volusia very early this morning. So the silver lining to that, it helped out Seminole County because kind of bottlenecking this traffic there, thin things out. So what you're looking at here is westbound I-4 at the 109. This puts us close to the Dirksen Enterprise area. You can see that tanker truck kind of lost it, went into the median, but I do think there was another vehicle involved because they did tow it. So traffic is very slow in that area again. Volusia County westbound in Deltona. It's about a 2-mile backup. Outside of that, you'll run into a quick slowdown over at Lake Mary, but it's not going to be nearly as big as you would see on a normal weekday simply because of that crash that's further east. Your drive times right now, 27 minutes, Osceola Parkway to Colonial, 20 minutes coming in from Lake Mary. Downtown Orlando, the only thing you're going to see is bright skies right now. It is beautiful. The roads are nice and smooth through that area. No issues on I-4 or 408. Little brief slowdown westbound to the far right side of your screen through Azalea Park, but that's all routine. I do have a minor crash in the Orlo Vista area off of Washington, right there at Hudson, just north of Old Winter Garden. Again, residential crash, earlier crash at Colonial Good Homes, nice and smooth. Apopka, you guys are looking nice. And then that Seminole stuff is really the only thing I'm watching this morning. 417, you guys look good over Lake Jessup, over towards the UCF area, nice and clear. Drive times across Central Florida, pretty much in the clear for a Monday, Bridgett. So not too bad. I'll be hitting the road here once we clear here. I'm going to be in the city of Orlando today, checking out a viewer complaint. So I like to remember that movie. What was that movie? Paul Blart, Mall Cop,
I didn't see that one.
where he was rolling around on like a Segway in the mall and all that stuff.
Yes, that
But
sounds familiar.
yeah, so they used to make fun of a saying. It was like, because security guards, it's like observe and report. Well, when I'm in Trooper Steve status, I can't take any enforcement action. So we're in observe and report mode today, and we're going to head over to Gore Street in Michigan. A viewer, Pam, sent me an email complaining about some of the roadway conditions out there. That could be anything. So
Hmm.
I like emails like this. So we're going to head out there, 8:30, clickorlando.com. I believe that's close towards the hospital too, or one of the hospitals out there. So we're going to go check that out, see what awful means according to Pam,
Mm.
and we'll just check it out. Observe, report on a nice easy on a Monday. I could use a nice easy Trooper Steve on patrol.
Yes, yes. And, let's take it easy on that traffic too. So let us know what you
Amen.
find.
Amen.
Someone might tip you off
Yes,
before
ma'am.
you get there too.
Hey, I hope so. Send me an email or something.
Someone knows exactly what's going on. But yeah, we'll
I
see
hope
you
so.
then.
Thank you, Bridgett.
Thanks,
Bye.
Super Steve. We have quite a bit of news this morning and a sad story out of Volusia County from a charter school there. We have learned that an 11-year-old student contracted meningitis and died from it, and now counselors are expected to be at the school again to comfort those there who've been affected by this tragic loss. The school is Burns Science and Technology Charter School, and that news was confirmed on Friday. Our Ezzy Castro explains that parents are now being told to watch out for possible symptoms with their children.
Students and staff are mourning the loss of an 11-year-old after health officials say he died of meningitis. The boy went to Burns Science and Technology Charter School in Oak Hill. Their school chair released a statement to families saying, "This has rocked us to the core and we feel terrible for the family of this boy. We are taking all necessary precautions to protect our other students."
I was a little bit freaked out, but I do think the school will take good precautions.
Parents also received a letter from the CDC asking to watch out for symptoms such as fevers and headaches. Health officials also recommend vaccinations for meningitis, starting when kids are 11 or 12 years old, though it's not mandatory to get the vaccine to attend school.
All right, we'll keep a watch on that news and let you know if anything else develops there. Some good news for Seminole County at the Town Center Mall. The doors are back open after a shutdown last week that we reported on. It lasted for more than 2 days after the Seminole Town Center failed to pay FP&L for the power bill there. Now, the anchor stores stayed open because they have a separate utility account, but the mall owner apparently had gotten behind on payments. The power was cut off and they had been shut down. But again, the Seminole Town Center now back open. Now, the company never commented on what happened, but did ask people on Facebook to come back out and support the small businesses there. So that is a bit of good news. And out of Palm Bay now, a story from our James Sparvero after horrible hit and run crash. A motorcyclist was hurt, and this happened along Eldrin Boulevard Southeast last month. And as James shows us the impact, this victim is speaking to police, and we want to warn you, some of the video may be upsetting.
So Oscar Lazo is 23, he's in the Coast Guard, he rides motorcycles, and Oscar's with me now. It was here at this intersection last month at Eldron and Collins where Oscar was the victim of a hit-and-run crash. Oscar, you sent us video of that crash. You found surveillance from a neighbor's house. If it's okay with you, it may be difficult to watch for some of our viewers. If you're okay playing that with us, walking us through what happened, if you don't mind. I've got it on the screen. Would you be okay with that?
I'm okay.
Okay, so I want you to pay attention on your screen to the white truck right here. That's the hit and run suspect, and Oscar is on his bike right there. So this was on January the 28th, Oscar. It's horrible to watch, and when you watch it back, what goes through your mind right now?
It's just like, how can someone do this and just run off like that?
You see it right there on video, everybody. So the driver runs off. Now, Palm Bay Police, in the incident report we have, they say they located that truck. They say 3 men were at the residence where they located the truck, but ultimately, no one was arrested. Why did police tell you no one was arrested?
They just told me that I just couldn't locate the driver and they can't prove who the driver was.
The police write in that report, the 3 men at the residence where they went to, none of them claimed to be the owner. They said there was a 4th person who was the owner of that truck, that person was not home, but they also told police they didn't have that man's phone number. Does that sound suspicious to you?
It really does.
You were injured in this too. Tell us how hurt you were.
Yeah, I suffered multiple fractures of my spine and bruising and swelling.
Is this okay with you that somebody hit you like this, injured you, and they got away with it essentially?
Yeah, it's not fair. I like to see the person take accountability of their actions.
What if they had a one-on-one conversation with you? What would you say to them?
I was like, why you did this? Or like, and also, why did you just leave? It's definitely a very traumatic event for me and my family as well.
Oscar is a tough kid. As we mentioned, he's in the Coast Guard, he's in the military, he's getting through this. If we hear anything from Palm Bay Police, any new information, maybe taking a closer look at the investigation, we'll update this story on clickorlando.com. In Palm Bay, Brevard County, I'm James Sparvero, Getting Results News 6.
That's just unbelievable footage, and it is just a miracle that young man is alive and well, but hopefully some justice will be served in that story. In that case, we'll keep you posted. Now to the latest schemes and ripoffs installment from our News 6 investigator, Mike Holfeld. A Florida man has let us know about losing more than $40,000 in a romance scheme. We keep seeing these popping up, affecting men and women everywhere, and especially in this area, we're hearing about quite a few. So he wanted to keep his identity concealed, but he explained how he got suckered in this week's schemes and ripoffs.
She surprised me because said, okay, if you are real, let's make a video call. And we did a video call.
He knew her as Mandy Lee, a chief executive officer with Estee Lauder. For now, he wants to remain anonymous.
Did it look like the photographs?
Pretty similar.
Really?
Not exactly the same.
So who was he really talking to? News 6 matched that face to more than a dozen profiles on social media platforms, from Kim Hamilton to Min Young.
I was suspicious. She's not exactly that girl.
Federal agents say that girl most likely had nothing to do with it. The thief used her face to offer a path to fast money, Ethereum, a type of cryptocurrency.
I tried a little bit with little money, $500. They went to 1,000.
He says he first monitored his account on crypto.com. The gains were real, but then Mandy Lee had him move to another site. That was the setup.
I see my money. I see something going up and down, but it was just a trap. My money was already gone.
Records show he lost close to $42,000. The woman claiming to be Mandy Lee, like his money, gone.
I guess I lost big money. Stupid me.
Mike Holfeld getting results, News 6.
And now to the latest on the social media bill. We've been telling you about the updates, and now it is headed to the governor's desk. This is a controversial bill that will ban certain social media platforms for those who are younger than 16. And we'll know by the end of the week if the governor will make this a law. But that proposal passed both the House and Senate last week, and it would mandate that also existing accounts with people younger than 16 be deleted. Now, the governor did voice some concerns about this. He's concerned that it won't hold up to legal challenges. He wants parents to have a say. So we'll keep you posted if it gets the governor's signature. And some exciting news that you'll want to tune in for this afternoon, or make sure you set your DVRs for the Drew Barrymore show coming up at 3 and WKMG News 6 at 4 p.m. because our Ginger Gadsden, along with our photojournalist Homer Salcedo, went out to New York City last week. Maybe you've seen some of their social media updates teasing this, but they got to hang out with Drew Barrymore. They're on the show. They're highlighting some of the things that make Central Florida great. And this, again, will be on at 3 o'clock, so you'll have to make sure that you check it out. But here is a sneak peek from Ginger.
So we're outside the CBS Broadcast Center. That's where the Drew Barrymore show is recorded. It's just before 9 in the morning. It's freezing. And as you can see, folks are already lining up. They won't get in for another hour or so because the show actually doesn't start until 11. Those are some dedicated fans. You ladies are from where?
Orlando!
What station do you watch?
WKMG.
Yes, ma'am, you won.
Thank you. I saw your station being taken out on the truck and everything.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What did you say?
Okay. On the road. Let's go.
Too long is what you're saying.
Yeah, and that's why they keep on popping.
Yeah.
In the middle.
Okay. See, look, I got a pro tip right there. Thank you.
Welcome.
You look so fabulous.
Did you know you can watch Drew on News 6?
Did you know that you can watch Ginger on News 6?
Join Drew weekdays at 3 p.m. for the Drew Barrymore show.
And then stay tuned at 4 p.m. to watch Ginger kickstart your afternoon local news.
That's right.
I think we're in. Ginger! Come on, everybody!
Thank you guys. Oh my God.
Thank you, Ginger, so much.
This was an incredible experience.
Not wait. I have got to make sure I record this because that is just too sweet. If you know Ginger, she's the biggest sweetheart. Drew Barrymore, big sweetheart. So I just that love fest. I cannot wait to see that later on this afternoon and hear more about, some of the Central Florida stories they'll also be talking about. So again, make sure you check that out at 3 o'clock this afternoon, airing on WKMG, the Drew Barrymore show. You gotta love it. Lots of good feel-good stuff there on her show every day. And then Ginger will be on it with Julie and Lisa, talking about this and giving you the news of the day in our first newscast of the afternoon after the noon show, which is News 6 at 4 p.m. So make sure you check that out. So exciting. I love it. Also, if you haven't heard, we're taking our newscasts on the road. WKMG is hitting the road, and we're starting out in East Orange County. We'll be going all over Central Florida, doing the news live in your neighborhood. So this show will take us out to 32825, and we want to know more about some of the stories in that area, including, what's special, the hidden gems, what needs to be improved. We want to hear from you. So if you have some story ideas for us for East Orange County, let us know. You can go to clickorlando.com/hitstheroad or scan that QR code on the screen right there with your camera phone, and that'll take you to the link for Hits the Road. And you can submit your tips and story ideas, and we would love to hear from you about that. And speaking of which, clickorlando.com is the home of so many newsletters that you can sign up for, as well as our Insider program. The Insider program allows you to get access to exclusive content, and it is free to sign up. You just create a username and password, and you get into the special subscriber content. You also get access to enter for contests. And so we have amazing contests and giveaways constantly that you can enter as many times as you want. So make sure you sign up for that. And while you're there, sign up for the newsletters. And you don't have to sign up for each and every newsletter, because we have over a dozen here, but you can sign up for the things that interest you, whether it's theme park news or it's what's happening in our stage shows across the area, election news, space news, weather. There's several weather related things you can sign up for, as well as serving those who serve, covering our veterans and military community. We even have a new newsletter. The newest edition is What's the Dill, which is all about the pickleball craze that has swept Central Florida. So you can find out about where to play, how to play, who's playing. You can get tips. So check that out as well. You can also sign up for those breaking news updates to be pushed out to your email. And you can also get our apps as well. If you go to your app store, search WKMG, and you can sign up for any of our apps. We have the weather app. During the hurricane season, we have a special hurricane tracker app. We also have the News 6 app, where you can get the latest headlines and pin photos if you have cool weather videos or photos that you want to share. And don't forget, if you have a smart device, you can watch us on the News 6 Plus app on your smart TV. And that just, eliminates you trying to find our channel on whichever cable or news app provider that you have. You just go straight to the News 6 Plus app, and you get straight to all of our programming, whether it's the newscast or like this Breakfast with Bridgett, which is streaming. Weather-wise is coming up right after this with meteorologist Jonathan Kegas. And then on the road with Trooper Steve, where he'll take you right outside of Orlando today to figure out what's going on with the roads. So make sure you take advantage of all the options, because we're providing so many ways for you to get all of the information that we're producing for you daily right here on WKMG and News 6 Plus. So that'll wrap it up for us this morning. We'll see you back here at 7:30. Hope you have a great day, and just enjoy that gorgeous weather out there today. Make it a great Monday. Take care.